Hey, welcome back to Becky's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making carrot salad. It's kind of an old salad, old-fashioned one, but it is really delicious. And we can use up a lot of the things that we have been getting from the school lunches that maybe the kids are tired of or you're not using it. That way we won't waste any food. My good friend Dana, her granny Lois is the one that gave me the recipe, and we've made it together many times at the same time. She taught me how to do it, and I really enjoy it. And I just want to give a shout out to Granny Lois for teaching me this recipe. To start off with, what we did is we used a whole package of the carrots that came in the vegetable box, and that's a pound of carrots. I peeled them and I shredded them, and I used a food processor, because I have one, but you don't have to. After you peel it, you can just take it on a grater. I got one of these, and I have a box grater too. That's all you have to do. And then you shred your carrot, and it takes 4 cups, which is 1 pound. So I got my shredded carrots. I'm putting them in the bowl. And then the other thing that I have is the pineapple tidbits that we got, the ambrosia. So it calls for you use 4 of these little containers. I've already got the other ones opened and drained, so I'm going to open this one up here and drain all the liquid off of it. So there's my 4 containers of the ambrosia pineapple tidbits. So I'm going to add those. And then the other thing it calls for is a cup of raisins, and it took 3 boxes of these little raisins that they gave us during Christmas time. So it took 3 boxes to do 1 cup. And the good thing about this recipe, it's very forgiving. If you didn't have quite that many raisins or quite that many pineapples, that's fine. It'll work fine. So I'm going to throw my raisins in there. And the other thing, you can do a couple of variations to this. One of the things I like to put in, because my grandkids like it, I put a cup of marshmallows in. But if you don't have marshmallows, it don't matter. You don't have to put them in. And the other thing, we got these little apples in our vegetable box also. So I just peel the little apple. I'm going to put 2 of them in here because they are pretty little. But these apples are sweet, and they have a good texture to them and a good taste. So all I'm going to do is peel the apple. Ooh, I'm glad Christmas break is over with and we're back to somewhat normal. Not normal like we should be, but it's a little better than what it is. We're still doing our lunches at school every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 2 or 10 to 1. I'm sorry. Get up there early to make sure you get everything. There we go. So I just take I already cut up one. I just take it and cut it up in little cubes like this. And if you didn't have an apple, you don't have to add it. It doesn't really matter. It just gives them a little more fresh fruit. And it's pretty tasty. I like me a good apple. So, alrighty. So there's the apple. It's in there. Peeled, cored, and cut up into cubes. So I'm going to add that in there. And I'm just going to take my spatula and just kind of mix that all up together and kind of let it start marinating a little bit. Alrighty, so then for the dressing that goes on it, it's kind of like a coleslaw dressing. And you have 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise, a half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and I just use the bottled lemon juice, but if you had a fresh lemon, you could squeeze it, or the bottled, it don't really matter. And then it called for 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sprinkle that in there. Take my spatula and I'm going to mix it all together. Like I said, it's a lot like a coleslaw dressing, but after it, this salad is best served the next day after it gets good and cool and everything marinates together. So I'm just going to add my dressing in there, mix all that up. I'm just going to kind of recap what I put in here in case you missed it. So it has 4 cups of shredded or julienne cut carrots, which is about a pound, 20 ounces of pineapple, which is 4 of those little containers we get at school, a cup of raisins, which is 3 of the little boxes that we get, and then for then either marshmallows or the apple if you want to add it. I did a cup each on that. And then the dressing is 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise and a tablespoon of sugar and a half a teaspoon of lemon. So you just take and you mix all that in. And you might think, oh, it seems a little dry, but as after that sets overnight, that's going to get really, really juicy, and it's a delicious salad. And it's a way to use up some of those vegetables that we got in the box, because we don't want to be wasting food and throwing stuff away. And that'll give your kids a little bit something different that maybe they're not used to having on a regular basis. So that's our or our carrot salad. And I just want to say thank you so much for visiting me. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel to see more recipes, and it's under Becky's Kitchen. Subscribe and like. And we'll see you next week with some more tips. Thank you.